Same great taste. Yes, same great taste. Same great taste.
Welcome to the A-Train Show. And now here's your host, the A-Train, Arlington Lane.
Welcome to this edition of the A-Train Show. Unfortunately, something is up with my camera. My camera cannot be seen at this time for some weird reason. I don't know. It's always something. It's always something. And you can't even see me, man. I'm like John Cena in this case. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and stop the camera until I see what the heck is going on with my stuff. But my cast of characters are here with me for this Wild Wednesday edition of the A-Train Show. Joining me is Jersey the King. What's up, sir?
What's going on, my brother?
Yeah, I can't be seen for some stupid reason right now.
I see.
What that means.
I don't see you, but I see.
I told you I'm John Cena in this case, dude. Listen, we're going on this promotional tour, man. I might as well join them, right?
Right.
And wait, so hey, I got one of the good brothers. One of my nephews is joining the fray today. Hey, I'm gonna have to tell him, hey, send your other brother the link and tell him to get on here right now. Oh, he there. All right, they there now. The good
Let's
brothers. The
What's
good
going
brothers.
on, Sandy?
What's going on? There they are, the nephews and my brother, A. Roy is there. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's going on, y'all?
We good? We good? We good back there? Man, I would love to see y'all, but guess what? You know, my camera's saying it. No. Anyway,
You're gonna have to unplug it and plug it back in.
Oh, like literally, like seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, I want to touch bases on my other guest that hasn't come in yet, and when he get here, you know how that go down.
Yes, sir.
So in the meantime,
what's going on, boys?
I want to touch a bit on what happened the last couple of nights. But before I do that, first I want to give a shout out to all of our wonderful sponsors at Just Meat Jerky, Dubby Energy Powder, True Victory Apparel, Royal Retros, and There's one more. I always forget, huh? It's always I forget
McDougal
something.
Bats.
And McDougal Bats. See, there you go. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. See, listen,
No doubt.
somebody be paying attention when I don't. So it's Wild Wednesday though. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and touch on it now. I'll probably touch on what I want to talk about at the end of the show. But first, let's talk about what happened on Monday Night Raw and NXT. We getting tuned up before we get to SummerSlam. And right now, as we're looking at the SummerSlam card, the card is looking nice. If you saw what happened on Monday Night Raw, we saw that CM Punk is finally cleared to wrestle. Right, he's medically cleared to wrestle, and now that Seth Rollins has inserted himself into this match as a special guest referee. Fellas, down at the bottom, what we feeling? What we feeling for this? How we feeling about it? What's your thoughts on it? You said it. Yes, that's true. But how we,
That's very
how we
true.
feeling? How we feeling about it? You like it? You like the match?
I love it. Yeah. Exactly. So it's gonna be an entertaining match.
Entertaining.
I agree.
Adam Pearce said they have special rules from Seth Rollins himself. So I wonder what kind of stipulations you gonna put on this.
Yes, he did.
Is
yes,
that a first? Is that a first?
Where a wrestler
the
has
special guest referee has their own special rules. Isn't that a first?
At this case, you would think, because you can't side with one wrestler. He has to call it down the middle. He has to call it fair. And I don't think he's going to have. He has to actually, quote unquote, black himself out. You know what I mean? And because so he can't be partial to one side. He can't be partial to Punk. He can't be partial to McIntyre. So going to be interesting how well that he has inserted himself here, and how he has to go through with this match. And I know it's going to be gut wrenching. He doesn't need to wrestle. He does not need to wrestle at SummerSlam. He has no match for himself at SummerSlam. So the best thing for them to do at this point is for him to be, I guess, referee. Yeah, he has to be the referee. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Again, I'm looking forward to it myself. As we look at the rest of the SummerSlam card, right now it's kind of shaping up as Logan Paul will take off against LA Knight. And I think that is going to be another great match here. I think they have faced off before. Match. Yeah, they faced off before. I just cannot remember when. And
is it for the belt?
It is. It's for the United States Championship.
What? Are we gonna see LA Knight get the push?
There's the updated card. I'm going let me do that.
Okay.
So people can see it. So that's the card right there. Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre with special guest referee Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, Bayley versus Nia Jax, Damian Priest versus Gunther. All right, out of the championship matches, how many? I'm saying how many title changes are we getting? There's 6.
2. I'll say 3.
You're saying 2. You're saying 3.
You gonna get it back? What you saying?
What's Papa saying?
I don't know, because it's
Two.
I know. Yeah, LA Knight getting his title. Finally, he deserves it.
Yep.
Okay.
I agree with that. I think Braun Breaker does not get the title this time.
Oh no, I don't know.
Not yet.
I don't
know. Think he gets it this time. I don't think he gets it this time.
No.
I think their storyline goes a little further before he actually gets the belt, because I think what y'all were talking about on Monday may come into fruition about Braun Breaker and him getting a title run and being able to just destroy any and everyone in his path. But I think it's going to take one more match.
You got to see what he looks like with it. And I think at this point now, the time is now for him to have it. Sammy has been a great champion, and I don't think Sammy has anything wrong with him facing Braun Breaker. I know this is going to happen again because the last time Sammy did win, but I think this is, you don't let Braun lose a second time after the bout that he had the first time.
It was a good match.
You don't let him. You don't let him do that. That's not okay. Then it's like, what are you doing to Braun Breaker at this point?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't let him win,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
So okay, y'all said 2. Jared said 3. 3. What's the third?
So I'm thinking for the Nia Jax and Bailey match, Nia Jax going to win, but then Tiffany is going to cash in on her.
Who's cashing in?
Tiffany.
Tiffy
Oh my
time.
lord! Oh my lord! Oh my lord!
That would be epic.
Tiffany walking out with the title
and beating Nia Jax on top of that. Not beating Bailey, but beating Nia Jax.
Yikes! 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 Okay, so y'all saying
we got bad blood.
So wait, so we saying right here, right now on this panel, Damian Priest is retaining.
Yes.
Cody Rhodes is retaining, and Liv Morgan's retaining.
This is why I say
Liv Morgan. Jared and Bryce.
Liv Morgan's gonna retain because of Dominic Mysterio.
Exactly. Oh,
thank you. That's why I said. That's why I called y'all names, because I knew what was coming out y'all mouth. That exactly what I was gonna say.
On Monday.
Oh.
I hate you. Now she really about to, her A game
Oh man. Okay. All right. I get where y'all coming from with this. So you're saying Dominic is gonna pull an ultimate screw job now on Rhea.
Yep.
And the love triangle begins.
Yeah,
that I called a month ago.
Look at James.
Because he was very, and this what we got, what, 1 more week?
Yep.
And I think is it next week that the tags are on the line?
No,
so
because
I don't think they're gonna.
Uso.
I don't think. I don't think they're gonna fight on the SummerSlam card.
No,
I don't think any of the tag teams are gonna fight on the main card. They're gonna fight on either the pre-show, or they're gonna fight either the night before or the week before SummerSlam. I really think that's gonna happen. Yeah.
Finn Balor got to be put in somehow. This SummerSlam card.
I need Finn Balor to screw Damian Priest so Gunther can win the title.
I think he's going to attempt to and fail. And Damian retains. And then that's just the beginning of the downfall for the Judgment Day.
They're turning Damian heel. I mean, especially on Raw, like what he just did.
Damian has been having a lot of face looks. Exactly. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's looking real baby face more than anything. And he is the baby face in this matchup between superstars.
True. Because Gunther definitely is a heel. This is going to be a good match, though. I'm excited for this match because you get to see 2 former NXT champions taking on each other on the main card for a title.
Yep.
Yes.
It just shows you the growth of what NXT can develop as far as the wrestlers we're getting out of NXT and the development center in general. But it just shows you where these young wrestlers can actually end up in the future. And I'm excited for it, man. I really am.
As we sit here talking, we're on the A Train show. You can't see where I am, but we're talking about the SummerSlam card right now here on the show. And I got my good friends, Jersey the King of the Gridiron and the Jersey the King show, and my nephews, the good WWE nephews is what I'm calling them from this point on, Jared Malone and Bryce Branch. Um, you know what? And that's cool. Good doctor. He could say he's going to get to chat with Damian Priest on Friday before SummerSlam,
That's
which is
dope.
cool because um, this rock side, if you've seen, he's like this big rocker, and it makes sense because it's Cleveland, which is the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and so
Mhm.
that's cool for him. He's getting his own show prior to SummerSlam, so it's going to be a big weekend for him. I don't think Damian Priest has had that type of weekend, which makes me wonder: is this big weekend going to be the end for Damian Priest, or is it just going to
Heck no.
continue?
No.
So you saying no? Y'all saying
Heck
that
no.
he's
I'm not
retaining?
just saying no. We're not just saying no. We're saying heck no. Okay.
Keep title
This is the
on
time
Damian.
this is the time for him to have a longer push than what he did in NXT. He's like the good doctor said, he's improved on his wrestling. He's improved on the amount of fans that he has as far as his popularity and his growth. He's even improved on his promotional side on the
Promo,
mic.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Damian Priest is ready to be one of the faces of WWE.
Okay.
He is.
All right, so let's take a quick break and we're going to come right back with some more of what's going on for SummerSlam because it is a lot going on. And we're going to do this again, probably getting into SummerSlam weekend and do a little deeper dive. So we'll be right back with more of the show right after this break.
Don't go nowhere.
Same great taste. Yes, same great taste. Same great taste. We're back on this edition of the A Train Show, the A Train of Arlington Lane. As you see, I got my camera back in order. Thank you, Jesus. And I got my cast of characters with me as always. Kevin Jersey the King Womble. And then my WWE nephews is in the house with my big brother, as always, Roy Malone. Thank y'all for jumping in and on the mix. I'm waiting for the good Reverend, but the Reverend is having some technical difficulties getting in. So we'll see what's going on. So I said, let me get the brothers to come in, the nephews come in, and they do their thing. All right. So we've been touching on a bit on the SummerSlam card, and
some of the major storylines that we're looking forward to seeing here as we getting towards August the 3rd. And I'm gonna pull up the screen real quick again, so those that can see what the matches is looking like.
I
That's the
got a
card right there.
question.
I might have an answer. Go for it.
This is for all. This is for all 3 or 4 of y'all.
Yeah.
When it comes to that CM Punk Drew McIntyre match with Seth freaking Rollins as the special guest referee. Now we know Seth and Drew have no beef. It's more of CM Punk and
Seth.
Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Do you think Seth Rollins, in a way, screws over CM Punk?
No.
No.
I don't know, because he does have beef with Drew. Because remember, Drew took the title off of him, but I forgot for his title opportunity. Drew CM Punk messed it up, and Drew, because it's like, oh, Drew screwed over. Oh my goodness, there's a lot going on with them too. That's a match we're gonna have to watch all the time.
That match
because
is very like
there's no predictable.
I think that that actually
he's
gonna do something after whoever wins.
He might do Punk.
Gonna do something after.
He might let Punk win, and then
attack him afterwards.
Stomp him.
Yeah.
Stomp him.
And then go to
Get the
kiss
stomp afterwards.
Trademark.
There's a good chance that does happen. A great chance that remains.
He'll pull a Randy on him.
Exactly.
You know what? Randy Orton in this case, when he goes against, I'm glad y'all brought that up. Thank you, Big Brother Roy. So you saw Randy Orton on SmackDown, right? And you seen that he sat down, he told Cody, he said, I got your back. What's the craziest thing that's happening right now as we're in 2024, as we're getting, closer to to Bad Blood Survivor Series in Saudi Arabia and stuff like that? We're seeing alliances with villains with the top with baby faces. So in this case, we're looking at, remember, Seth Rollins had his case with Cody Rhodes. He didn't screw him over. And now in this case, it's Randy Orton that's going to be aligned with Cody Rhodes. Is this something that he should be doing, or is this something we more like, you know what? Maybe a little screw job won't hurt. Or he gets attacked after it's all said and done. Just say, hey, just remember who I am.
I think after the Legends. It was part of the Legends at first.
No, it was Legends called Legacy.
Legacy.
So
correct me.
I'm sorry. Solo and Cody's gonna fight. Then we're gonna KO and Randy gonna come out and help Cody Rhodes and fight the bloodline. And then it's not gonna be, if that's not Roman, it's gonna be Jimmy Uso or Paul Heyman that's gonna come out and interfere, and that's gonna cause Solo to lose. Cody gonna pin him, and then after the match, Randy Orton slips in there, RKO's him, and then that's what I think is gonna happen for that match. Randy Orton.
You said Paul Heyman. Does Roman Reigns make an appearance here at SummerSlam?
If he does, that'll be that crowd going bananas.
Yeah, that'll be the highlight. That'll be the highlight of WrestleMania.
We passed WrestleMania. This is SummerSlam.
All right, I'm sorry, SummerSlam. SummerSlam.
Hey, it would be the highlight. I think it's a setup perfect for that. I have seen online. I've seen somebody had mentioned about why they haven't done the apology correctly for Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, so they can get the match to be official and stuff like that. Like they're doing it wrong. I was like, no, unorthodox is not. It's not a bad thing. Having it done, I know people look forward for a certain way how things are going to be done, and maybe this might be a precedent as we getting in the future. Because one thing, as we've noticed, as I move to NXT, is this Ethan Page and Aura Min. When they get together, Ethan Page has just asked, get Aura Mensah off my back. And the one way I want to get it done is I want to get at Great American Bash, I want him in one-on-one for the NXT Championship. Remember, he backed off of him when he won the title in Toronto. Nowhere to be seen, right? And now all of a sudden, as soon as he got the title, the mission continues, which is amazing to me. I like that. And I'm looking forward to this Roxanne Perez and Thea Hale match at Great American Bash night number 1. For a minute, I remember she went up against, it was Roxanne, and she came up short. This would be good for her, and it would be good for Chase University if she were to hold the NXT Women's Championship. Thea Hale is she's very energetic. I don't think that you would sit there and make her lose out a second time to Roxanne. You know, last year she was green. You know, she's a great wrestler and stuff. And, you know, she fell short. It wasn't her time. I think this time the 20-year-old can get over that hump and she can nab that NXT Women's Championship over Roxanne Perez. You got a thought to that?
I think the time for Roxanne to move up to the main roster is upon us. You know, she's been a dominant wrestler, whether it's been a champion or non-champion in NXT, and shown that she can perform in the ring, perform on the mic. She's good with the crowd, whether she's a heel or a face. And I think right now, I always pronounce her name wrong, from Chase University.
Talking about Thea Hill?
What's her name? Yeah. Now, Miss Hill, on the other hand, like you said, the last time she faced Roxanne, she gave us a great match. It just wasn't her time. And like you said, over this last, year now almost, she's had time to get better in ring, get better on the mic. She has high energy. She could be one of those champions that she could be a fighting champion that's going to put on a good match. And I think that this is her time, and it's time for Roxanne to move on and go on to the main roster and see what she can accomplish on Raw or SmackDown.
Gotcha. All right. I mean, Roxanne is made to be a star in NXT. I know it was same way that, you know, Lila Valkyria was, and, you know, she's jumped on the main roster and she's been inserted into some pretty big scenarios right now, even with the return of Sonya Deville to the main roster. She's kind of been moving, you know, in a good direction so far. And with this being said, this was some of the matches that we have already locked for the Great American Bash. You see Roxanne Perez and Thea Hale. You see Tony D'Angelo fighting for the NXT Heritage Cup. And then this match, the Unholy Union versus Meta 4 for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. Yeah, that's right. Lash Legend is fighting for the Women's Tag Team Championship.
That's crazy.
At night on next week. Now, listen, Lash is one of my favorites. She was one of my favorites when she came in. But here's the thing. I don't think it's her time right now. I don't think it's their time. Metaphor is another green group, especially them as a tag team. We haven't really seen them. I know Lash does an amazing job. And she's growing continuously. Like she's becoming more of a tall, dominant force in NXT. I just don't think that right now this is the time for her to win the title. Especially something big like the WWE Women's Tag. Now, of course, Shawn Michaels will think something totally different than what I'm thinking. If they see something good with it. But you know, Shawn Michaels has done an amazing job with how he's been handling things going over at NXT. Nephews, what y'all thinking?
For the whole NXT, Roxanne can lose the belt. I'm trying to see her that belt. I'm sorry. Yeah. I got a question. Why is it attacking Trick? Like he getting
Why is Trick getting attacked by Pete Dunne?
No, by everybody. People like the Black dude, Cedric, and say this name. Everybody attacking Trick. You ever notice that?
Yes,
When everybody
I have seen
Yes.
that. I have seen that. This is a test to see if Trick can really handle himself like we think he can.
Mm-hmm.
Can he handle all of that? You know, Trick is what, 6'4", 6'3", something like that. You know, he's a tall cat. So everybody's after him. Even Pete Dunne is after him, who attacked Sheamus on Monday Night Raw. People still wondering what the heck is going on with that. Well, that's because they had broke up the Brawling Brutes. I want to know what is the deal. What I say?
Do you think Trick is being moved to the main roster, but slowly in a small storyline that may be involving Pete Dunne and Sheamus? Because
Now,
why
this
would
is
Pete Dunne attack Trick Williams out of nowhere after he just attacked Sheamus about the
night
whole
before.
Brawling Brutes? You know what I mean? So, like,
yes.
Trick loses the title. That sets up Ethan Page, but where does Trick go from here? Is this what we're doing? Is this the go from here part for Trick Williams to make his way to the main roster? You know what I mean? Because once Carmelo left, it was like, okay, it's Trick's time, and then it's not Trick's time no more. It's like, what are we doing with this young man?
So
do you guys think this could be a setup?
let me answer that. It would not be a bad thing to put Trick Williams, as in he's still on NXT, but he goes on the main roster shows to go attack. He's probably going to go after Pete Dunne. Now, he's like, that's happened on occasion. Example, Kevin Owens and John Cena. Remember that whole scenario and stuff?
Yeah.
And even currently, Braun Breaker was doing that when he was NXT. You know what I mean? Tiffany Stratton did it with NXT. You know, those are the things that you're starting to see. That could be the case here. I don't think Trick Williams is main roster ready yet because he's still
Not yet.
got some time to
develop
in exactly to make sure that he's a top star, or make sure that he is a good enough superstar where he can at least fight for the mid-card belts. Because he's a tall dude, man. And you saw Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker's finna break the mess off of Sami Zayn in Cleveland. Yes. He's breaking them. And and is that what I think I see? Oh my Lord. Oh my good.
Sound another Samoan.
Do you
I'm
know
sorry,
what this means?
Sorry, I had a pause, dog. Are you telling me?
Do you know what this means?
Are you telling me that they finna grow the bloodline some more?
Do you know what this means? Oh my God.
Listen, all right. You know what? I gotta take a break. This is I can't even fathom right now. I can't even fathom. I can't.
What did y'all just break?
What did y'all 2
just
minutes
do?
I need.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I need 2 minutes. We'll be back. Trust me. We'll be back after this.
My chest.
I can't.
My chest. What is?
same great taste. Same great taste.
No way. Welcome back to the A Train Show, the A Train Arlington Lane. Oh, I can't even deal right now. I can't deal, dude. I can't. The news that just broke. Jared, go ahead and break that news that you just saw, that you just showed the people.
So he just sent it to you, Uncle. So I don't know his name, but the 7-foot-something Samoan Hakilu just got signed by WWE.
It's over.
And people still forget they signed Zulu too. So this bloodline match.
Oh man, and you know what's funny? They always signing somebody just before this stuff finna go down, yo. Come on, man.
This is gonna be epic,
dude. Oh, dude.
This is gonna be epic.
The question becomes, man, is he going on? Is he going on
Roman or
the
Rock?
bloodline side, or is he on the Roman side, yo? Okay. We got
Solo.
what?
Solo.
Yep.
The Tongas. I don't know their names.
Yes.
Jacob Fatu, Jimmy J, Roman, Zulu,
and Rock.
Not the Rock. That's 10 Samoans.
Hey, listen, if this is where we're headed, we don't need war games. We could just do a traditional 5-on-5. We just need to go ahead and just do a civil war. We don't need no. We don't need no fences at Camp 8, boss. We don't need no fences here at Camp 8. We got the gun line. We got the gun line.
Oh my goodness, he done messed up my camera. I can't with you.
Yo, okay. Oh man, see that throw off the rest of the show. Because now I have to figure out.
Can they do it like until Bad Blood? Not
now.
Why you always talking to somebody before a big pay-per-view?
But see, because it's a big pay-per-view. It's a big pay-per-view, yo. This is the big 5. It's one of the big 5, folks.
Hey, he got attacked.
They setting up the next big thing.
Bad Blood gonna be nasty. Oh my Lord. Yes, sir. You have your hand raised.
If we don't get Roman at SummerSlam, do we get 7'100" Samoan?
I think he's showing up regardless, man. I think that's what's going to make.
Or do we get them both?
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
With a new
bloodline? Get them both? With the original, the OG bloodline? You bring him out, Jimmy, with what's his name? How do you pronounce his name, Bryce?
Hikuleo.
Yeah,
Hikuleo.
Hikuleo. Roman come back with Jimmy because Jimmy's been out with injury. Do you think Jimmy's returned from it? Do you think Jimmy might have recovered from his injury? And did we just set up? Did they just set up Bad Blood with this? Did they just set up Bad Blood or War Games Silver War? Did they just set up? Oh my God, my heart.
Oh man, I don't need this right now, man. This is too
My
much. It's
heart.
already tugging at my chest, man. I can't deal, I can't deal with that. And we don't need no fences at Campaign, boss. I'm telling you
We
that right
don't.
now, man.
Look at the history that's been going on in these past few months.
Mhm.
Solo, first time Solo went against Cody. Who came in after the pay-per-view? Tama Tonga.
Yeah.
The next pay-per-view, what happened at the pay-per-view? They was fighting each other.
The other one came
Another
in.
time. And then after that, they lost the pay-per-view again, and they
Jacob,
fought Cody that
hey,
Friday night. Jacob
Jacob
came out.
came in.
What's going on?
And you've had this monster, this 6'8". He's gonna be known as the Samoan monster, basically. As
It's
This made my head.
it's what's that man's name? It's a great Khali, but fast.
that's it. That's basically where
And
we at, man.
agile, fast and agile.
That's scary.
Great,
It's gonna be
googly,
dangerous. That's right.
great,
That is
googly
scary.
moogly. Great googly. That thing is juicy. Oh man, I cannot deal with this right now. I'm out of that. Like, all right, I'm so flustered right now. Okay, the story about Bobby Lashley. We talked about it a little bit Monday. We talked a bit about it Monday. The story is setting up. Could he go to AEW? The story behind it, rumors that are behind it, was that they're trying to revamp the Hurt Business and put it in AEW. I would think what Good Doctor says, put him back in TNA.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Put him there.
He's a better fit there.
And can we, if that's the case, let's make a swap. Let's make a swap for Joe Hendry.
Yes.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
They have to put that man in the Royal Rumble so we can hear, so we can sing.
That would be so dope if he was a surprise entry and you get that pop.
That beautifulness.
What
That
is
main
the deal? I just need to know what is the big thing with Joe Hendry. No, I'm talking about not talking about, and that's what's so mind-boggling. I get it. He is great at TNA, great, but how this incorporation into slowly moving him into NXT? If that's the case, can we just make a swap? Just one quick swap, yo, and bring Joe Hendry into NXT, and you can send Bobby Lashley to TNA. Do the Hurt Business there. You can go grab Shelton Benjamin and then take Cedric with you too.
Yep, take Cedric.
And
MVP. MVP, go over there too. I would not even dare touch AEW because
they going down. Have you seen they profit stuff and they ratings?
It's dropping tremendously. Like with each week. With each week passing, with all these shows airing, their numbers, profit-wise and views-wise, AEW is dropping. It's too much spot wrestling going on, and everyone is seeing it.
And that's what I'm saying. And see, look, this ain't to really bash. It's not to bash AEW because AEW is a viable product. The thing is, it's about people getting out of their own way. In this case, it's been Tony Khan. And until he does that and he lets somebody else does the work, it's going to continue to be on this downward spiral, man. And then we about to get the Olympics.
Would you post on Facebook, Tony Khan need to worry about the Jacksonville Jaguars and not so much with AEW?
Right, because they going down south themselves, man. You just lost to them boys, the Houston Texans, in the division. Look at that. Look at I did that for a reason because I already know how they are.
H-Town.
Hey, there's a reason why H-Town is now H-Town made, bro, because of what happened with that. And Tony Khan got a whole problem going on. And I'm trying to, and, hey, I'm seriously, for my birthday, I'm trying to go to Indianapolis for that first week. I'm getting the tickets. I got my rental and stuff, but now I'm getting the tickets so that way I can make my way to see CJ versus Anthony Richardson in that first week in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil. So, but back to the subject at hand, man, it's this thing about Joe Hendry and TNA and Bobby Lashley, man. It's just something that just seems more aligning than it would be for him going to AEW. You know, it doesn't. It in my mind, it doesn't fit what he wants, and if you put him there, it's going to just drag. It's not gonna have the same. It's not gonna have the same weight that it did when it was in WWE. Thoughts?
Yeah, I do the
Go.
swap.
Nobody need to go to AEW right now.
I did.
No, very true.
Look, you go to TNA or Japan. I don't want Ricochet to go to the AEW because he's too talented, and I like Ricochet. I don't want to talk about Ricochet. That's why I need him to go to Japan or something, or go to TNA, or come back and cost Braun Breaker the match.
That is a good. That's good.
That is good.
That's good. That's good. That's real good. That way it opens back up the storyline between them two. Oh man. And then 11, and then you find out 11th hour signings and stuff that you didn't know about, that not even Dave Meltzer himself even knew about. But I would give it to Sean Sapp over at Fightful Wrestling when he gets news and stuff, he reports it as he gets it. Compared to Dave Meltzer, who say he on the inside and he know everything and he just throw it out there that this is what's going on and this is what's happening. So it's interesting enough because Becky Lynch hasn't re-signed. At least that's what we know. She's still a free agent at this point. I think that's where we're at right now. I think she's taking
a break. She just had a baby. She wants to spend time with her child. Let Seth, because if you notice, Seth isn't wrestling in this upcoming pay-per-view. Seth hasn't been wrestling. So it's like he's taking a break from in-ring action as well. He's just in the ring, but not actually performing. So in a way, both of them are kind of taking a break. She just hasn't signed that major contract that she's coming back to sign. Becky Lynch ain't going nowhere. She's the man, okay? She's not going nowhere. Yeah? I'm going to tell you that right now. Becky going to come back and sign an epic women's contract with WWE. Epic. Possibly the biggest women's contract signing in WWE history.
Y'all hear that? That music is here. The music here, when you show up. You gotta enter the sports pulpit real quick.
I hate it. What's up?
Hey.
What's up? I'm late, but I'm here.
That's all that matters.
Late, but I'm here, man.
Hey, so we've been touching on a bunch of stuff today, man, and now that you made it, so we want to jump to this one. Jared had broke some news that Hikuleo is signing with WWE. This is another Samoan who's 6'8", 260-something pounds. That's gonna jump the mix. I want to get your thoughts on that. So much it froze. Is it freeze me? It get me?
It froze him.
It froze him.
I don't think he's gonna be a part of the bloodline. I don't think he's gonna be a part. I don't think he's gonna be a part of bloodline. The reason being because you're gonna have to. How do you infuse him into the mix the way that they infuse the Fatus? I don't know if that's gonna work, but it's a good observation though. It is a good observation. It's a great observation. I just don't see it. I don't see it though. I see it's gonna be another Fatu. It's gonna be Killer who's gonna jump in it. I think it's just gonna. I mean Zilla. I'm talking about Killer. It's gonna be Zilla who's gonna jump in it, and it's gonna be They got another cousin that has been wrestling in Japan that I think they're trying to get to come in, that The Rock has been working behind the scene to get. So Yeah, let's just see how this is about to go. It's about to go down, Doc.
Roman Reigns.
Are we about to? Are you saying we about to have like 12 Samoans and like 12 to 14 Samoans? We about to have like a 5-on-5, 7-on-7? Is that what you're
Hey,
saying?
but JT, let me tell you something. I'm gonna remind y'all of something. Y'all, they've been showing this broadcast every time WWE gets on live events. They show it on Raw, they show it on SmackDown, they show it on NXT. They always show the interview, the documentary of WrestleMania. And they all said when you can blur the lines, you've done the job. They have blurred the lines and they said this has taken on a life of its own. The bloodline will be something that they can market for years to come. Now, we didn't like the bloodline when it first came out because we was like, what is this? What is this about? But it's becoming such a great moment for WWE without us being in the Attitude Era, without us being under we this is a great moment for us. So I mean it's helping. It's helping along with the Wyatt Six. It's helping.
And that's the thing. We didn't even speak of the Wyatt Six. I'm glad you brought that up because it was so sweet when Bo Dallas pulled Sister Abigail on Chad Gable.
He sold that move.
Did you hear the pop that he got when he did? Everybody could have cried. Boy, I could have cried. I could have cried because it was that special, man. It was that no, man. Thug Tear came through, man. Because listen, we've been waiting for that. You know what I'm saying? Look,
man.
Hey, listen, wait, I got JTK pastor when I sat there and I said, hey, if this bloodline civil war gonna that way, man, we don't need no fences at at Camp 8. We don't need no fences here at Camp 8.
Nah, man, we don't need no fences at Camp 8, boss. At all. We don't need none whatsoever. They need to let bad blood is gonna be just exactly what it is. Bad
I
blood.
like this. Right here,
it's gonna be crazy.
It's like the Bullet Club in a way with popularity. Yes,
I'm with it.
It is.
I don't
understand, but it is like transcended. Again, you know how you revolutionize wrestling, and it's like it just turned it again. And like you said, this is years and years. Like if they were to take the bloodline outside of WWE and take it to other promotions, God forbid, it would work.
Yep. Facts.
They could pull an NWO with the bloodline. That's what I
told
see.
you. I told you that the other day, JT. I said, watch, they gonna pull this bloodline, almost kind of like Wolfpack versus the original NWO, and it's gonna be that 12 times greater than before. It's gonna be way better than before. I'm telling you.
That's
because
why
this is something that's greater.
That's why I ask you. You don't believe Haikule or however you say his name. You don't believe him and Hikuleo. You don't think him and Roman could just pop in. And Zula and Zula. You got all three of them just pop in, and then Jimmy, Jimmy Uso comes back from injury.
Hey,
I don't know.
Tell me
it's about to be
blow up SummerSlam. Tell me that would not blow up SummerSlam.
If I give a chef's kiss at the end of WrestleMania, at the end of SummerSlam, you already know what's up. If I send a text and it say chef's kiss, you already know what's up. You already know what's up.
Facts.
You know
Facts, man. Facts.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, nephews, what's up?
What's up, Aunt?
So
should have known y'all was together.
I got him. I had to get him, sir. I had to get him. Because I
knew man, I'm out here doing business, man. We trying to get our stuff back up and running at the church. So I'm up here trying to work, man.
Look, I be getting him when he on the move, man, and I love it. And that's the cool thing about it. And that's why I like when we come together, we can do stuff like this. And shoot, I was at a car place when we one time, so we like to move. Get our conversation in too, and that's what's cool about the platform that we're putting together with the A Train show, and I'm able to get you guys in, and we definitely can chop it up and talk some wrestling and stuff. So what do you think about this? I'm gonna ask you this, Pastor, about this move where Bobby Lashley potentially going to AEW. You think it's a smart move, or you think he should go somewhere else?
I think it's pretty smart though. I think it's a pretty smart move because I don't see him going to TNA though. I think it's a pretty smart move. I think it's a smart move because he could be marketable. He could be marketed a different way at AEW than he would be at if he was at TNA or anywhere else. I think it's a smart move. I do think it's a smart move.
Me and your nephew said that we should do a swap where we take the WWE take Joe Hendry and TNA take Bobby Lashley, and they can do the Hurt Business there.
Okay.
I mean,
I can see that.
The Hurt Business could work there though.
I can see that.
If
but
you
then
throw in like Apollo Crews or somebody and Shelton Benjamin,
I think
get a bunch of stocky
let's make a
dudes.
swap. Let's make a swap like this. Let's go to AEW and make a swap. Let's go back and get what's my boys? Alistair Black and that crew. And get them back. What's wrong with
Buddy,
with the
WWE with this whole Dominic situation. Crazy.
Bring back the Luchadors and the Cruiserweight title.
Yes.
You talked about Jared. You talked about Ricochet earlier and how we don't want to see Ricochet no longer on the WWE roster. We do not want to see that. Like, we need him on this WWE roster. Ricochet is so talented. Why not bring back the Cruiserweight division? The heck with the WWE speed belt. The heck with the speed belt. Bring back the Cruiserweight division. Bring back the Cruiserweight championship.
Yes.
Bring back the Luchadors.
I
miss guys like La Parka. I miss guys like Conan before he unmasked himself and became part of the NWO. Like, I miss our masked wrestlers showing us what high flying aerobatics is all about. We need the Cruiserweights back. Just saying.
Okay. Okay. I got you. Yeah.
AW that I want back.
Who's that?
Know who. Give me back the Lunatic.
You want Dean Ambrose? I don't know if I want Dean Ambrose.
Who don't want Dean Ambrose?
Oh,
what? You
now
don't?
wait. Stop. Pause. Let me put some in with that. When the show goes to Netflix, I would not be surprised if they chose to go that route. Remember, the show's going to Netflix in January.
Yep.
And then that means whatever you were seeing on cable, you won't see it on cable anymore. You'll see it on a stream. Now, granted, if they're able to work something with their sponsors and stuff where they say, hey, we can have a little bit more blood and gore. Hey, Dean, you ready to come back? Hey, that's just the first thing I'm looking at. Dean, come on, man. Let's go ahead one more time. We need one more Shield reunion before y'all leave.
Right.
Say if the bloodline can't beat, say if Roman Reigns and them can't get back together, can't find their groove. Go get the people that was beating up a whole roster.
They beat up everybody.
They beat up a whole roster.
Yo, taking them out one by one.
Take all of them. Arlington, this is why me and you gonna fight. Because I said something about the Shield. I said something about the Shield reuniting, and you was like, "Nah."
I didn't think of that. I didn't.
You and Dirty both was like, "Nah."
Yo, but I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. Come on, man. Give me some. Cut me some slack. Cut me some slack.
Jared
bro.
and Bryce, thank you.
It was
thank you for
Bryce,
putting your uncle up
Jared
all
don't
game.
want it. Jared don't want it, man.
It's like,
but the conversation between them two brought that
his
situation
WWE
up.
name. Thank you, Javier. We going by his WWE name. I care less about whatever his name is. Shoot, I'll call him by his real name, Jonathan Good. Now what?
Ooh.
It's just that I think the haircut made me don't like him no more. It's just weird.
You're tripping.
He
It don't matter.
he looked deranged with that haircut. He looked a little like mad scientist. You know what I mean? Like
above Brian Pillman.
You know what?
boom.
That's I need
Rest in
Lexus
peace.
King. I need Lexus King, man. You know,
That title.
yeah, I need to see what he looked like with a championship around him at some point. Before
Tony
I go, I
D'Angelo
want to.
too.
Yeah,
He don't need no Heritage Cup. He needs that
he
title.
doesn't.
They need to take away that Heritage Cup and make a whole nother belt.
Yo,
That
that's
cup
what I'm
crap
saying.
is ridiculous.
There's nothing wrong with
He's
adding more belts to the mix. Nothing wrong with
my
that.
man's walking around with a trophy. Like, how
that
does
don't.
that look compared to a title belt? Like, you walking around with some big old trophy, talking about, yeah, I'm the Heritage Cup champ. But Tony D'Angelo is such a great character. Like
Yeah.
the Dawn of NXT, the Dawn of Monday Night Raw, the Dawn. Like, that would be a great storyline. The Dawn of Monday Night Raw against Mr. Monday Night, Seth freaking Rollins. Just saying.
We'll see. We'll see how that one. We didn't got into overtime, man. But before I leave, I want to give special birthday shout outs to my niece Ryan Brown. Thank you. Happy birthday to you, lady.
Happy
And
birthday.
good friend Karita Parks, doing her thing for Bowie TV and doing a great job of covering the Baltimore Ravens, the Washington Mystics, and of course the Washington Wizards. Doing her thing. So happy birthday to y'all. And let it go, Jared. Let it go, man. Because we know, I know you are, man. Houston Rockets, Texans, Astros, y'all there all day, every day. Look, H-Town made. You see how they are. So look, we got St. Louis, Vegas, and Houston in the house. I want to thank everybody. We got to wrap this bad boy up. Before y'all go, any last thoughts or anything before we touch? But yes, I see your LV2. I said Vegas. Any thoughts from the nephews before I head out, man?
Yep.
What you got?
Right, yeah, I know that, but I think John Cena's gonna do something. Like he gonna do something
at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think he gonna do something
It is
out of the ordinary. It's John
His
retirement tour. We know he won't go heel, but I think he gonna do something or say something.
He can go heel
about the future of what he's gonna do.
I still like.
So I'm asking for John Cena because he said we're gonna bring it back. It's gonna be his last run. Anything is possible in his last run. Who his competitors can be, so he can bring back some people. It's John Cena. He got good word with a lot of these wrestlers. So we might see a few return surprises like Sasha Banks coming back. I'm pretty sure we all know that.
Nah.
He's not coming.
I want Cody Rhodes. Not Cody Rhodes. Chris Jericho to come back to retire with the WWE.
I'm good on him too. I'm good on him too, man. I'm good on him too. Dog.
He screwed himself out of being put in the WWE Hall of Fame.
What he do?
He screwed himself. Chris Jericho and Vince McMahon had some issues and words, and that's why he's no longer that's why he was no longer in the WWE. And he went to TNA and now AEW.
You good, man?
Sorry,
but the John Cena thing.
Okay,
I could see that. I could see that. It just, it builds up. There's a lot that he could build up leading into his tour. So I could see that.
The Cena
maybe not interfering in a match, but like you said, just popping in, saying something, just putting a little buzz in people's ear, like because he said he's not bringing back the Thugonomics character at all.
Yeah,
so could we see the ruthless aggression heel?
Zack Ryder returns.
But I don't think he would come back. He won't come back as Zack Ryder. He'll come back as Matt Cardona.
I'm thinking that John Cena would do a surprise tag team with the one and the only Joe Hendry.
I would not be surprised if
I wouldn't either.
Exactly.
I
wouldn't
be
either.
surprised. It would be great. It'll be great as hell.
Just because
It
of
would
Joe
be great if he chose to do that. All right. Anything else?
Love Joe Hendry.
Arlington,
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
what do you think about them developing the women part of the bloodline?
Man,
We
we
keep
talked
talking
about
about
that
it.
Monday. You got to be on this show every week because we talked
Mhm.
about
It's
Four
Because
women that
I said, bring in Nia Jax, bring
as
in
champion
Tamina,
Tamina.
bring in Tamina, and then you got to bring in the rest of the women in the family somehow, some way.
Yeah.
If you want to extend this bloodline storyline for years, with
Got to
the
put the
way
women
the
in.
women's division is going, they're supposed to be bringing in a women's Intercontinental Championship, a women's United States Championship. They just brought in a women's NXT North American Championship. They better be smart and bring back the NXT or the women's NXT Championship, as well as add the women's world heavyweight champion or world tag team titles, as well as the undisputed tag team title. They need to break it all down and not have the women's tag belts being shifted around NXT, SmackDown, and Raw. There needs to be three
Right.
different titles because there's too many women. And then if you want to, like I said, if you want to have this bloodline storyline go on for years and it could actually be good and not go stale, you have to eventually add the women. You have to. You
And then
cannot
put
not
belts
do
around
that.
them. At some point, you got to
Exactly.
put belts around a bunch of people. You know,
The bloodline needs to eventually have all the titles at one time.
Yep.
Or between the two different bloodlines.
that needs to be
Have all the
sold
belts
somewhere.
at one time. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And
At some
then we
point.
get something enormous. Then we get something epic, never done before that even the NWO couldn't do. DX couldn't fully do.
See,
And
can
those
you
are some of the
imagine?
biggest factions in our history. You know what I mean?
All right, we could go on and on and on, and I wish we could, but we run out of time. All right, so gang, thank y'all so much. Hey, Friday, I'm gonna try and get this in with my people, but if not, I gotta get it in because the Olympics they start today. Competitions start today, but the official doesn't start till Friday. All right,
Right.
and then
It's
we
been
got
on all day.
yes, and
We got
it's on today
rugby,
right now.
soccer, and handball.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
rugby,
getting it
soccer, and
in.
handball right now.
They're getting it in now. And then Friday's the opening ceremonies, right? We're going to have to touch on that. And then, folks, WNBA and NBA getting on NBC. We back. We back. We back on NBC now.
I love
Okay.
basketball.
All right. We getting in on that.
NBC
So
said we need all of basketball, baby.
that's right. Including Olympic USA tune-up games as well. So we'll see what happens to that on Friday. We'll touch a bit about that then. Make sure you tune in right here. I think we're gonna get Twitter back up and running so that way we can show everybody what we got going on Twitter too. But thank you to those that tuned in on Facebook, tuned in on YouTube, and on FuelSportsNetwork.com. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be back. And if you checked it out on the app, thank you so much. Make sure you check out the app on Roku TV. Right there, boom, Roku TV, Amazon TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and across the
Roku
world
stick.
and the Roku stick along the world at fuelsportsnetwork.com. All right, so for JTK, for my WWF nephews, Jared and Bryce and Big Brother Roy, thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Let them hop on and do their thing. Thank you, Big Brother Roy.
Well,
I'm gonna get some. Trust me, look. You know how I got the bloodline going? I got my own faction going too. Y'all ain't catching it. We'll catch y'all next time. I know we are. We missing two more people. I need his dad in the mix too.
Yes.
I need your dad. Talk to your daddy. Thank you. And then Uncle Harold. Y'all Uncle Harold too. All right. For just a little while, and we done ran 10 minutes over. That's cool. This is the A Train Show right here on FuelSportsNetwork.com. Hey, make sure y'all tune in on Friday. We'll be back once again. So long. See y'all. We out. We ain't got no baby.